on Nile TV International.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And talking about exploring Egypt, the foreign minister has received a phone call from the Dutch foreign minister discussing prospects for developing bilateral relations between the two ministries, as well as we've seen the minister expressing Egypt's aspirations to be among the first countries outside the European Union to receive Dutch tourism during the upcoming period. Now we're delighted to be joined over the telephone by Mr. Ahmed Badr, the tourism expert. A very good afternoon to you, sir.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon to you too.
Thank you
and
so
all
much.
The audience.
Thank you very much for joining us, Mr. Ahmed. Now, what is the importance, in your opinion, of inviting Dutch tourists from the Netherlands to make Egypt one of the first touristic destinations for them after the European Union?
Well, I think that's a very good step from the Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities in Egypt to have such step in a visit from the Dutch side, the Netherlands side, or Holland. As you know, the Netherlands is part of the European Union, and it's a very important market for us in Egypt.
Yes.
We used to have such a big market coming from the Netherlands. It was stopped after 2011 due to the circumstances we had in Egypt. Then it was resumed and then again stopped after the pandemic of coronavirus.
Yes.
So having such step from the Netherlands side to open the tourism and travel to Egypt again and be one of the main destinations after the European Union, this is very good for us that we can make use of, not just by having the Dutch travelers coming to Egypt, but also this will give a good idea about Egypt and being safe destination to travel to the rest of the European Union. You know, the European Union, they all more or less they move together. So if one country opened, then definitely you will have other countries that will follow.
Yes.
Later. So we can make use of this definitely in our marketing campaigns.
Indeed.
And to let the world know that countries such Netherlands will be resuming travel to Egypt again.
Absolutely. Mr. Ahmed, let's talk a bit about the role that the Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities has really played in the last period, especially during the coronavirus pandemic, the shutdowns that were witnessed all over the world. The Ministry of Tourism played a vital role really in enabling Egyptian tourism facilities, hotels, tourism operators, etc., to stay afloat and to resume their work after the lockdowns were lifted.
Well, the coronavirus pandemic really affected badly the tourism and travel sector, not only in Egypt, but all around the world.
Indeed.
So, Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities was looking, the first thing, to the safety of the travelers and the safety of the tourism and hotels staff working in all travel venues. So safety comes first, which is, of course, a very good thing to be done. And definitely this will be the future of travel industry in the world, even after we have like a medicine or a vaccine for this pandemic. Everybody will think about safety first, health first. So having the ministry emphasize on this measurements of safety and healthy in coordination with the Ministry of Health, definitely this will help us to promote Egypt as a safe destination. So definitely it was good decisions to close all the tourism areas in Egypt. starting from almost around end of March till end of May. For one thing, everybody was closed. The whole globe was closed. So definitely we didn't have anybody coming. And also we had a full shutdown in Egypt. So definitely nobody was traveling. But then they opened gradually. First 25% of the capacity of the venues. Then it was raised to 50%. So, and then we saw a great deal of especially Egyptians going to all the tourist attractions, especially Red Sea, Alexandria, the North Coast, and now the winter is coming, so definitely you will see such demand also on Nile cruises, Luxor and Aswan.
Yes.
And now the domestic travel or domestic tourism, this is what will give what we call the kiss of life for the tourism sector in Egypt.
Yes.
Until there will be a vaccine or cure, that then we'll have to resuming the international incoming tourism to Egypt back again.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Indeed. One final question, Mr. Ahmed, if I may. Of course, Egypt holds a large number of international sporting events, the last of which was the Egyptian Open International Squash Championship, which we just saw over the last couple of days. What are the and they will, of course, be hosting the Handball World Championship in January. What is the importance of sports tourism as another diversification of the tourism industry in Egypt?
Well, generally, events, tourism is one of the main sectors of tourism worldwide.
Yes.
Whether it's sports events, whether it's cultural events like Cairo Film Festival or Guna Film Festival, which will be happening next week. So definitely it's, and one thing, they have the good thing about having the visitors come to Egypt to visit such or participate in such events. And on the other side, these events, they have a very good impact worldwide. So
Indeed.
Nowadays we have the media worldwide is talking about the squash championship in Egypt in front of the pyramids.
Yes.
This will give a good impact that things are stable in Egypt in terms of everything. I mean, politically, economically, and safety and health aspect. So this is a very good way of marketing to Egypt in general. Next week when we have Guna Film Festival with all the stars and all the glamour, these are things that are
absolutely
very good, attractive ways of marketing. You look to something like Cannes Film Festival. Everybody's waiting for it. Now, Guna and Cairo Film Festivals are being very important culture events in the world agenda nowadays.
Yes.
So it's all good. It's all good that is happening. That is giving Egypt a very good image.
Absolutely.
Outside.
Absolutely. I'd like to thank you very, very much, Mr. Ahmed Badr, the tourism expert. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us and for your insight on today's edition. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we wrap up today's episode of Cairo Local Time. You were in the company of myself, Angie Meher. Many thanks for watching.